Hi, I'm Eric from Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com, and this is the UTV trail tools you need. All right, guys, we have had several requests to, have people coming to us all the time. Hey, what do you carry in your tools? What do you carry for spares? What do you carry out on the trail? And today is a good day to just flop everything out on the table. This is what is in our machine, and this has been put together through years of being in our UTV out on the trail. We like to think that we're pretty self-sufficient. We might not be able to fix everything, but we can definitely get back to the truck, we hope. And there's a couple things that go along with that. One of them is always ride with someone else. If nothing else, let someone know where you're at, where you're going. That is a big part of it. But going back to the self-sufficiency, okay, so we're gonna start over here. So safety, first aid kit. Absolutely, you need a first aid kit. Speaking from someone who's might have caught their machine on fire a couple times, a fire extinguisher is very important with a quick release. And then anything to repair a flat tire. We do have, we have a tire repair kit that has all the plug tools in it and plugs. I always like to carry a couple extra plugs just in case I've got to get creative on a sidewall or something like that. And speaking of sidewalls, sometimes the gash is just too big that you can't replace, or you can't fix the hole. And so carry a spare. And if you're carrying a spare, you need something to change that tire out. And so we have, we've got a jack on the machine. We have things like, extendable breaker bar. Make sure you've got the right spline drive for your lug nuts. Tire pressure gauge is very important as well. You want to make sure that you're pumping it up. You want to make sure that you've got the right pressure in it. Even when we're just out on the trail, we're changing air pressure, double checking, making sure we're okay and we're safe. Okay, next is belt. So I'm always carrying at least one belt, sometimes two belts. Just depends on the trip. We go through belts. And with your belt, you need to make sure you have the tools to change your belt. And I carry, we've got some, tools that make it easier. We have some different spreaders. We have, quite a few different tools that do that. But one thing that I find myself, I'm carrying all these tools, and I come back to the stock toolkit that comes in your machine. I've had that save my life a couple times, even with all these tools. So don't pull that out and throw it away. If all else fails, I have a tow strap, okay? And that is very important. Now let's go on to the tools. Okay, this is a really nice tool pack. Assault makes this one, and it has almost everything you need. I mean, it's got hammers and pliers and vice grips and Allen wrenches and crescent wrenches and sockets, and I mean, it is a very complete toolkit. And addition, I've added a couple things to it. Of course, tape. You got the self-healing tape, duct tape, electrical tape. I do have some two-part epoxy, the quick steel type stuff. Safety wire. A little extra safety wire goes a long ways. We definitely have run into some issues on electrical. So, these things are very complex. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. But I have fuses. I have a tester. So, a lot of the time, the problem is the stuff that we've added. We've added lights and we've messed up something else. We've added a winch, we've messed up something. So this kind of takes care of those problems. Great big zip ties. I'm all about the zip ties. And that's the tool portion of it, And then we're going to go on to some stuff that, I just kind of over the years have really decided that I want to carry every time I go. One of them is a ratchet strap. We have, and you guys have all heard the stories, but we've actually attached an A-arm with a ratchet strap to get us back to the truck. A spotting rope. So this is 50 feet of a spotting rope that sometimes, you're dropping off something or you're climbing something, and it's just enough to keep us safe. Maybe it just makes us feel good, but I do have a spotting rope. Next, I have a saw. It takes a really long time to get through a big tree with that, but I've used it multiple times and it saved the day. Okay, next is the shovel. And I'm really surprised at how often I use this thing, but I really do. I use it all the time. It's a great item to have in your pack. After that, jumper cables. You know, it's not that easy to pull start or push start a full-size UTV with a CVT transmission. So a little tiny set, you can see that doesn't take up much room. Next is a siphon hose. So this is called a safety siphon. We carry these, they're really nice to use. Again, you've got your UTV. You can't get gas out of that very easy. It's pretty hard to get gas out of that thing. And next, we have an owner's manual. Very complicated vehicles, you know, a lot of times you've got settings that you don't even know what they are. You get out on the trail trying to remember what the settings were. Hopefully you read this when you got your machine, but it is a great resource and I like to have it out on the trail with me. And one more thing, you know, for those of you who have windshields, you need something to clean your windshield. If you've got a glass windshield, some glass cleaner, you know, maybe some Plexus or some plastic cleaner. If you've got a polycarb window, very important to make your day complete. All right, we know that everybody has their own ideas of what is essential, but what we want to hear from you is what you think is essential. What's in your toolkit? Also, just for fun, what's the craziest thing that you've seen someone else carry? We all have that friend that just brings everything, pulling out porta potties and pulling out all sorts of stuff, and you're just going, oh my gosh, where'd you fit that thing? But we want to hear from you on that. And then one more thing is make sure and check out our website, RockyMountainATVMC.com, because you're going to need, not only do we carry some of the stuff, but you're going to need to carry this on your machine. So cargo boxes, cargo racks, talked about a spare tire, definitely going to need a spare tire rack to carry that. We have roof racks, you know, anything you would need to be able to carry this with you. But again, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure that you like this video if you like it. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you next time.